standard CDL, which is basically a chauffeur's license. You can drive any box truck or dump truck as long as it's supposed to, something to do with the, I thought if it had air brakes you needed something more. Those things do have air brakes. So I don't know if that's, might be a CDL-B or something. But they had me driving it, and all I had was a CDL. But I don't think anybody was, they did everything off the seat of their pants before anyway. So it's basically, just do whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna, I told them, man, that's gonna be a challenge. That's gonna be a lot of work trying to get all that freaking straightened out. It's been so many years of being fucked up. Just gotta take it from this point and try to get everything straightened out from this point on. But it's not gonna be easy. Especially all that different shit they're giving them. It's the same thing with that. Oh, did I tell you about the training I went on for the polls? I did tell you about that. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they're gonna do about that. Mike Weiss, he's another one that's gonna have a bunch of. You gotta be careful what you ask for when you go to management around here. They frickin' just say, here, do this, and don't give you any kind of instruction on what you're actually supposed to be doing. You just got to kind of figure it out. Freaking, you got the problem. The problem is they got like Big Joe and some of those other guys way up top have no clue of what this business is, how it's run, and they're the ones talking to DTE and saying, yeah, we can do it, yeah, no problem. Right, they're just looking at the money end. They're not looking at it if it's actually feasible to do. I'm hoping that changes with Ryan, because he does know what the fuck he's doing. He's the only one up there, I think. Yeah, I think from what, nobody's really told me exactly his title, but from what it sounds like, it's basically Joe's job, like a step under, like Tony's job, I guess it would be. Yeah, so that was that Tony's title? They got him working on these special projects things with, yeah, he was doing that Amazon stuff, but I don't see how that's enough to keep him busy, because there's only been a couple of those jobs, and they're small, aren't they? I mean, one was repaving the parking lot, putting in speed bumps. I hadn't heard any of that. I didn't know they were doing that stuff. Yeah, that's the only ones I saw was that, and then you had that one where that bollard was bent. It seemed like there was a whole lot that we were involved in anyway. I guess there's a lot more that we're not involved in. said, I'm glad it's Friday. I need a couple days off. So did you use your rest of your vacation yet, or did you get that figured out? That's the thing about this company. Nobody knows fucking shit. Friggin' 2 years ago, they didn't give you any. Yeah, they don't do that. Well, that's... second-class citizens. I know the girls get holidays. They get all holidays off and they get vacation time. I think they get like 2 weeks. And I freaking have to take my vacation time on holidays, so I still get a full check. So fucked up. Doesn't mean either. Yeah, they'll beat that out of you. Dude, I was the same way. That's the problem with this job, is that frickin' you start getting frustrated and you get pissed off. And then after a while, it's just like, fuck. I still have days where I'll catch myself where I'm starting to get worked up. You know, so, fuck it. I'll be there tomorrow. Just do it tomorrow. Freaking race around town because these girls forgot to put something on the job in the Megamax until 4 o'clock. almost home. I was 5 minutes from my house. Christine calls me and says, we've got a job in Hamtramck that you have to go to too. Nobody else can do it. You have to do it. I said, yeah. I drive 45 minutes back down to Hamtramck and I pull up and Nick's standing. Fucking that pissed me off so bad. That's just it. Nobody knows what the fuck's going on. Sending me all that list. I'll just, Christine sends me something, and Mars sends me something. I just do what I can do. I just go at my leisurely pace. And if something has to get done, I say, well, you don't want me to do any of this other stuff, then I'll do that. And I'll say, oh, yeah, you do this first. And then you can do that. And I say, well, it's 4 o'clock, I'm heading home. So tell me what you want that has to get done, I'll try to get it done. Anything else is not getting done. So. Yep. And that's the thing too, is that if you keep doing what you're doing, where you're just trying to get it all done, they'll just keep doing it. As soon as you start saying, well, I can't do it, I can't get it all done, they'll fucking hire somebody else to do it. You're not the boss. You don't have no authority. Yeah. That's just it. It makes no sense to me the way they run that freaking office. There is like, nobody knows shit about what's going on. They don't. There should be, he's your boss. He should be calling whoever's boss Nate is and asking him saying that he needs him over here. And if he says no, then he should be getting a hold of his boss, which is probably both of their bosses, and saying, hey, I need him here more than he needs him. And getting him to call him and tell him, not telling his employee to call and tell another employee that he has no authority over to do so. That's you sound just like me 2 years ago. Yep. Basically, that's the same thing I had told him. I said, man, you can't let it get to you because they just keep doing it. You keep trying to get them out of this jam, they won't do anything about it. You tell when they finally get to the point where they realize that the shit's not going to get done, they'll freaking hire somebody else. Yeah. And they'll be doing the same thing. And once they realize again that okay, we need someone else, they're going to hire somebody else. But yeah, this is the job where they hire. We're training people nonstop. I mean, I've trained Nate, I trained Bryce, I trained you, I trained Brett, there's been 2 or 3 guys that have left too in between that I've trained. Yep. There was another guy too. Fuck, I can't think of his name. Yep. And that's the thing is, if you let them, they'll do it. And you say, okay, I'll go to. I won't do it. I told him. I said, I'm not going to where I'm. Yeah, I don't mind this job. It's just that you got to learn to deal with that freaking. Yep. I don't even argue with them anymore. I just say, okay, this is what I can do. You tell me what you want me to do, and this is the time I quit. I'll do as much as I can up to this point, and then whatever's left is not getting done today. It'll get done tomorrow. Yep. See that? Yeah, that's kind of fallen by the wayside, hasn't it? Yeah. Right. I mean, like, who even knows we're out here except for the girls in the office and a couple of people. So, like, how many votes are we going to get? Yeah. The frickin' Brian, the controller's like, frickin' yeah, everybody in the office knows who he is. They're gonna vote for him. Yeah. Even if they do, we wouldn't get enough votes. I think the most votes I've had is 5. And that didn't win. I did like the first 2 I did, and since then I haven't even filled one. I don't even fill one anymore. Yeah, or they should have two people that know everybody in the company say who the employee is. They shouldn't have all these people that have, I mean, they got all these people in Soft Surface filling this out. They have no clue who I am. So how are they going to vote for me? Yeah. It's just stupid. But that's the way things are done around here. Yep. I'm telling you, the only reason I still do this job is because of Rick. I would have went back to my old company or one of the a company similar to that a long time ago. Rick enjoys it. I mean, I did, like you said, I do like the job. I like being outside and not having somebody over your shoulder all day, not being in an office, but it's just all the other shit you gotta deal with. It's like no vacation time, no holidays, you got all them freaking just piling shit on top of you. Well, they didn't have health insurance till like a year ago. Yep, that's exactly what happened. They did the same thing with when we had the mattress store. He wasn't paying overtime. No. Yeah. I was paid. I was on a salary, so it didn't affect me, but all the other guys did. And then finally, I don't know if he fired the guy or the guy quit and called it into the state. He got fined. So then he started paying overtime. But then he started trying to make sure nobody got overtime. Yeah, that's exactly what he did. Yeah, and that was the mattress place. This place, it's never been like that. You can work as many hours you want here, but freaking, they're not going to pay double time for working Saturdays or holidays or anything. I'm not working those days. And I'm just, after doing this for 5 days in a row, 10, 11 hours a day, I freaking really don't like working Saturdays. I like having 2 days off. Yeah. Fudge. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I drive 200 miles a day. When I get home, I just do not want to get back in that vehicle. Yeah. Yeah. Freaking, I filled this truck up yesterday at like noon, and I'm on E. Watching the cruise, I cannot do that, man. It's just so fucking boring. I've done it a few times. And every once in a while, Nick will call me and say, "Hey, we need you to do this because there's nobody else to do it." And I'll do it. But it's just sitting there, freaking watching. It's like watching paint dry. Same thing with I mean, it's fun for like a week when I was driving the dump trucks in the winter. It's okay for a week or so because I just watch Netflix and yeah, it gets old. Yeah, that's why when I was driving the truck, these guys they'd sit in the truck all day long. I would get out and start talking to the crews and stuff, and they started telling me, "Hey, you're not supposed to do that." I said, "I can't sit in that truck for 8 hours a day. Yeah, the last crew that I was with, the Jenkins crew, they were. What I would do is the first week I was with them, on Friday I would bring them donuts. They just loved me. I'd bring them donuts every Friday. They would joke with me and hang out with me. Nobody ever bitched about me being on the truck. The first crew I was with, they didn't like me getting out of the truck. But that's when they complained to me, saying, the office called me and said, "Hey, you need to stay in your truck when you're with the crew." So once I figured that, just getting good with the crew and they don't bitch about anything. Yeah. So where you at? Where are you at? Yeah, I wonder how many more Christmas parties. I'm sure they'll all be using vacation time too, so they'll be all off Thursdays and Fridays for the next few weeks. I think it has to do with I think it's just because we're outside of the office with all the truck drivers and stuff. Those guys they usually don't stick around long. They work for a season and then they're gone the next season. They got new guys, so it's kind of they don't. I think we kind of just over time have got pushed into that group where they just don't even think about us. I mean, I don't know. It's just freaking Greg. When I ran the mattress stores, it was I talk to him all the time, just about every day. Since I've started this job, it's gradually over the first year. I don't think I've talked to him in 6 months now. It's he's pretty much forgotten I even work here. Yeah, same thing here. I wish it would change, but I'm not holding my breath thinking it's going to. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we're going that direction. There's a McDonald's a mile from my house we stop at. We stop there, sit there for 15-20 minutes, eat, and run to the gas station. Should be 5 o'clock by then. Punch out. And I'm surprised he hasn't bitched about it. He hasn't. I thought for sure AJ would start bitching when I started doing this. But it's been a good 4 or 5 months since I've been doing it. He doesn't say a word. Since spring. Yeah, I think as long as it's a job, I don't think he just sees that it's a job. He doesn't even pay attention, so that's good. But if you do you ever punch out at a gas station? that's yeah. Brett was doing that, and they started bitching at him. AJ started bitching at him about it. And I said, well, I've been doing the same thing. Nobody said a word to me about it. Yeah, that's the thing about this company is that it makes no sense to me. They watch every penny on stupid stuff, and then they waste money on these redos of these ADAs and shit that's costing them a fortune, instead of fucking forcing these people to get it right the first time and charging them back, saying, hey, you screwed this up. You've given you one chance, you screwed it up already. You screw it up again, you're fired. Instead they let them screw it up 5 times. It's costing them that's got to cost them $500-600 minimum every time they do that. Frickin' they get them to do it right the second time, and it pays for all of our vacation time for the next 10 years. It's freaking ridiculous. They just don't make it makes no sense. That has to do with people running the office. Freaking stop worrying about where people are punching in at, if they're punching in a mile sooner than they should be, and worry about having these people do the job right. Yeah, that's what DTE does. Not us. Freaking they freaking charge you gas. They take the gas out that normally takes you to get to the yard. It's like I bitched at that at the beginning. I said, you're not taking 45 minutes worth of gas out for me to drive to the yard. I said, it's not worth me working here. And they said, oh, well, we'll do it to the office for you. I said, all right. It's like me. They give me these DO jobs. Hey, can you do this first thing in the morning? It's freaking in Howell. And I said, yeah, but I'm punching in at the house. I'm not punching in when I get to the job. And they said, well, punch in when you get 20 minutes away from your house. I said, okay, so you want me to punch in when I get 20 minutes away from my house when I'm on the freeway? And they said, yeah, that's what we want you to do. I said, all right. Yeah, exactly. He's done it a few times with that kind of stuff. But yeah, well, he hasn't in a while, because I think I explained it to him why I was doing it, and he hasn't said anything. But the gas station thing, I'm shocked he hasn't. I really thought he would be. First time I did it, I figured I was expecting a call like 3 days later saying, hey, I saw you punched out at the gas station right by your house. He hasn't called me, so fuck it. Yeah. Well, he says, well, the first time he did bitch at me about it, he said, well, just get gas further away from your house. I said, that's just stupid. So you want to save the, what, $5 it costs you for me to stay on the clock to get to the gas station by my house? It's just the freaking nickel and dime shit that they come up with is what irritates the shit out of me. Dude, it's not that they don't want to spend it. It's like, it makes no sense. Like I was saying, it's get people to do the job right the first time. And you know how much more money you would make without having to worry about all this nickel and dime crap? Nice.
And Mom called after that.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. I'd probably say Merry Christmas on the front. Yeah, they usually did. I can't remember last year if they did because of all the COVID crap. But that was after Christmas, so they probably did. I know I have gotten something every Christmas. Oh yeah. Yeah, so that last year I'm not sure about. The year before I think we got a few $100. It wasn't anything huge. I don't remember that. How much are they paying you? If you don't mind me asking.
He's on the phone.
Yeah, I would ask for at least $1 raise. See what they say. Yep. Yeah. I would definitely ask. I mean, even if they say no, you kind of know where you're staying then.
We're just not moving.
Yeah. And I don't think they'd do that. I think they would give it to you. I would think they would. I mean, Nick, I like Nick. He's okay. But Nick, I don't think has any authority at all with the company. He basically goes to Joe, and Joe just tells him what to say. Yeah, I don't think he has any authority to say yes or no. Gave you a raise. Fuck it. Yeah, and I would explain that all to him, and if he still says no, he says, well, when can I, is there a future time? How long will it have to be before I would be up for a raise? Yeah, I'd ask him that question too. But I'd say the truth, I think they would give it to you. You're doing good work.
I don't know.
Freaking much better. You're much better than Nate or Bryce or whatever.
Maybe. I don't know. No, we're just not moving.
Yeah. Yeah. I I would be shocked if they didn't give it to you. Yeah, I mean it's easy to do. You don't want to rock the boat and freaking, but with this company you got to, because there's nobody's looking out for you in this company. I guarantee you that. Right. What was the other job? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I did that a long time ago, but when I first worked for the other job, the thing is with that other job is you have room for promotion probably. You probably had room to get promoted to different jobs, where this one, you don't know. Yep, and that's the benefit of the benefit of this is you're outdoors and you're kind of on your own, and I really like that. That's yeah. It's just it's just so unorganized. That's the problem with this company. I still have hope that Ryan's going to change that.
He's on the phone.
Yeah. Yeah. When I don't know if I told you this. I know I told Brett that when Ryan was here before, like a year ago, he hired on, and he was doing Nick's job, so he was like a step down from what he is now. And he rode with me for a week, and I was explaining to him. He kept asking me questions about how things were run, and I kept explaining to him how things were, how it worked. And he's saying, "You guys, this company does everything backwards." He says, "The girls in the office, they report to you guys out in the field. So you tell them what you need, and they get it for you." Yeah, it's like, and that's the thing with Christine. She pisses me off no end with the way she freaking practically orders you to do stuff. And I'll just tell her, I said no, and then she goes to Nick and tries to get Nick to have it. I tried to be friendly with her for a long time.
You still on the phone?
It's almost impossible. She'll be real nice most of the time, but then every once in a while she just gets in one of her attitudes and starts just bitching about everything. One time I was in the office the other day. It was a few weeks ago. Well, it might have been a month or two ago, where she said something to me about a job. It was like 4:30 when I got to the office. And she said, "Oh, I was just going to call you. We had a job we need you to go to." And I said, "Well, I'm punching out. I started at 6." And she turns around to Nick and she goes, "I thought they were all supposed to work. They had to work till 5 o'clock." And yeah, I'm getting in a bad area. You know what? I'll let you go. Yeah. Yep, that was it. That was it. Yep. Yeah, and I had just walked in the office right after that.
No. Oh, you.
Yeah. Yep, that's what I say. You gotta have to just say, you know what, I got something to do. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'll do as many as I can, and then I'll do the rest first thing in the morning. And friggin', yeah, I guarantee you, they didn't do anything in the office to that stuff until the morning when they came in at like 9 o'clock. Yeah, it's like they make everything sound like it's so urgent. And it's one of two things. It's either it's urgent because they forgot to put this in the system or something, and it got forgotten for like 3 weeks, and finally somebody bitched at them because it wasn't done, and now it's become urgent to us, or they just want it done immediately so that they can say we got it done. But and then it just sits there on the system for 3 weeks before anybody else does anything to it. It's like I finally figured that out. I just won't do it. I'll just say, you know what, I can't do it. They'll bitch, and then they'll go to somebody else to do it. I said, fine. So until you start doing that, they'll keep coming to you for it. Yeah, Marge, I like Marge. She gets so flustered. I'm talking to her on the phone. She's just, oh, I'm so sorry. I have to make you do this. But I said, Marge, it's okay, man. It's 10 o'clock. I'll do whatever you need me to do. It's no big deal. Well, when it gets to 5 o'clock, I'm going home. I mean, so if I have nothing going on, I'll work overtime. I don't care. I mean, I want to get over 50 hours each week. So I don't care. On a Friday at 4:30, you tell me you got 10 jobs you want me to do, I'm not going to do it. If I already have my 50 hours for the week, yep, I guarantee you they did. Yep. I guarantee you, if it's that urgent, they'll get somebody to do it. But I guarantee you 99.9% of it is not that urgent. And they'll just freaking say, okay, well, do it first thing. I started at 6 a.m. I could have had those 10 sheet jobs done by Monday morning before any of them got to the office. I thought about saying that after we had that back and forth. I got back in the truck and I said, oh, damn it, I should have said, you know what? If we have the girls in the office, when she said that to Nick, I should have said, if the girls were in the office at 6 a.m. when I start, then this stuff could all get done real early. We'd have a lot more time to do it all. Let's see what Nick said to that. Those girls would have flipped out if somebody said they had to be there at 6. Frick, they don't even show up at 8:30 when they're supposed to start. Most of them I call them at 8:30. I wait to call them at 8:30, And 9 times out of 10, they're in their car on their way to work. Yeah, I've done that with Christine where she's still at home. Yeah, freaking 8:45, and she's still getting dressed for work. She said. Yeah. Yep. Now that we've gotten all that out of our systems. Yeah, it was. All right. All right, bud. We'll talk to you. Bye.
All right, back on schedule.
You
Mom.
don't like it when I talk on the phone.
Oh, and Mom called after that.
Did she?
Hi.
Hello? Hello?
Hi.
No, we're not. You had called us. I just was on the phone with Brian from work,
Yep.
so I was calling you back. Oh, well. It was just me calling you back. On our property? Oh, yeah, it's that one. I know which one it is. I had seen it last spring. It was doing it, and I tried to push back in there, but it was still. Yeah, I have to get the ladder down. I'll have to go up there and try to nail it back up. I think no. I wouldn't think so. Close. I gotta stop at Ricky's Mickey D's.
Yep.
Would you like something? Oh yeah, I'll have pizza too. You want to have pizza tonight? Then have Mickey D's on Sunday?
Mickey D's.
Would you rather have Mickey D's instead of pizza?
Yeah, I'd rather.
Alright. Okay, you and I can get pizza. Rick will have Mickey D's. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I have. Yeah.
Yeah, we can get an extra.
I can have some of that if I don't like the BLT, but I've had BLT a long time ago. I think I liked it. I don't really remember though. Nope, I'll just get like a small or a medium. I'll get a small probably. There's probably what, 6 pieces in a small. That'll be
Yeah.
plenty. Yep. Yep, I agree.
I
We'll just
agree.
get a small. All right, dear.
All right.
I'll call you when I get there. I'm pulling into Mickey D's.
All right. Bye.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's. Are you using the mobile app today?
No.
We'll be with you shortly.
All right. Bye.
Order whenever you're ready.
Can I get a double quarter pounder with cheese with just ketchup and onion? And a large Coke. That's it.
This will come to $7.94 per window.
Except I was kind to Mom on the phone.
You were. Goose.
Finley did?
He's got a goose.
Finley did?
Yeah. Finley's first goose.
Coke, double cheese?
Yep.
All right.
Double quarter pounder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
$7.94. 6 cents is change, sir.
Thank you.
You can get that.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too.
Gas.
eBay Motors. They've got all the right parts at the right prices. 122 million of them. From seat covers to whole new seats. When I get that new seat, I think I'll put the old one in the living room. Right next to the minivan seats. Or as we call it, the sectional. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Companies. If you thought you missed your chance to refinance and save, think again. Mortgage rates have recently dropped below 3%, and Rocket Mortgage can help you save big. You could lower your monthly payment and prepare yourself for a better financial future, but you've got to act now. Call us today at 833-8ROCKET or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Rocket. Conditions apply. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
Electrical lines can go down because of weather, accidents, or falling tree limbs. And anytime one goes down, it's dangerous. So DTE asks that if you see a downed line, please stay at least 20 feet away from it or anything it touches. Then report it by first calling 911 and then DTE at 800-477-4747. Remember, if you ever see a downed line, please stay away and stay safe. A safety message from DTE. If your power is out, a generator can make things easier. But DTE wants you to know how to keep your family safe. Never ever use a portable generator inside your home. It emits carbon monoxide, which can be deadly. Keep it outside, away from windows and doors, so the family